Pounders, welcome back. Officially, August, the home stretch of drafting. We have player injuries already happening in camp. ADPs are going to be fluctuating on players such as, you might get a bump out of Jerome Ford randomly with the Foreman injury, but D-Hop's obviously the big one, 4 to 6 weeks. You have Burton leaving the field with an injury, the Roman Wilson slide to the freaking 29th round. Who's going to be wide receiver 2 there. That definitely slows him down. And then Ridley maybe gets a small bump to around 52 ADP is what I've seen basically from the draft so far that I've jumped in today. And again, one of the things why we save drafts for August is for drafting around player news and trying to scoop the value in between, right? So like Ridley, let's say he goes at 52, or let's say someone's going to rise like 4 rounds. Do you reach on them 4 rounds today, or do you jump into these rooms and then maybe judge it by, there's a few badges people in here. Do you try to get, 2 rounds of value? And that's what I try to do, especially like we're doing heavy volume in August as well. And I think that's important to share. But there is a new contest. Shout out to Mason, getting his own contest named after him. That's awesome. Not going to lie, you might get some softer drafters in here, softer than the Pounders. Just a big community. And a lot of his community is people that are coming over from just regular redraft. That's why I say that. I don't really mean it in a derogatory manner. But 1 out of 12 advance out of the first room. This is going to make you draft a little differently. And then it's 1 out of 2, 1 out of 2. And then 100-seat final. Not the biggest prize pool, but again, this is a very, very small contest, 4,800 entrants. I'm going to be slow drafting this most likely. Just don't have time to do this one. It's just, we're trying to catch up on BBM. Shout out to Diego, Jake, Riley, OTS in the house. What's up, baby? Yeah, we're gonna let's get right into some of the beats, and then we'll take a peek at some of the player ADPs and where we think they're going to move to. Rankings. Okay. Geno set to undergo testing after missing the Seahawks the last 2 practices. Hip and knee injuries. It's interesting. You might get a small slide out of him, but I mean, he's like the higher upside Derek Carr. That's the way I viewed Smith. I don't think Carr and Geno Smith should be too far ahead of, like, they're like 35 picks in between. I view them kind of similarly in a way. Oh God, the player injury news is just tragic. We have 11% D-Hop. We have, I think, 14 or 16% Ridley. We did kind of like break even because we're ahead of exposure on Ridley, but we were still over on D-Hop as well. Good. Burton, just an ankle tweak. Shouldn't be anything too big a deal. I did see him walk off the field on his own will, which is a good sign. Unlike Foreman, I believe they got the card out for him. Shit, Jerome Ford. It's probably time to start taking some more Ford shares. That's Ford, sure. So Geno getting some imaging done. Interesting. The Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, Jalen Hurts, as well as Devonta Smith connection, I guess, has been going crazy this offseason. So excited to see what this offense does. Getting a ton of Hurts with my Devonta Smith shares. Like, I love that. I love that. It's a little more unique as well. Got one today in BBM. Also got Barkley at 29. So just happy August. That's a gift in itself. The 4 to 6 weeks thing is, it's unfortunate. We're also not going to know, but I'm probably going to end up buying the dip. Like, if I can get a pretty crazy discount on this player news, get a different combination. It's going to depend too. Like, is it a team that maybe you go elite QB, you go elite tight end, and you go not like zero wide receiver, but maybe it's a hero wide receiver build or just 2 through 5 rounds, and then you're getting D-Hop at a discount. I think something like that could be an interesting build. Getting a different combination with the discount on D-Hops. Interesting. We got time before the season starts, too. And they have a bye week 5. That's interesting to note as well. Like an early bye week could help him recover for, week 6 plus, which will help a player like this. Bo Nix, lighten up camp. Definitely see him this year. What's your guys' exposure on Nix? Because he's someone that I'm not drafting a lot of Broncos as it is, so I just don't find myself clicking Nix at the end of drafts, which is sort of unfortunate. That being said, Josh Reynolds is getting the best news from camp. So it's not Josh. Yeah, Josh. I was thinking Khalif. Khalif is on Detroit. Yeah, Josh Reynolds is getting the best news from camp. He's a big boy. He's 6'4". Expected right now to be the wide receiver 2 for Denver, and he's going undrafted. Our king of QC with 12% Knicks. Absolutely free. Yeah, so right now you're probably going to get Reynolds ahead of Troy Franklin, and then the hope is Troy Franklin steps up, earns a larger role of the offense, but it's typical to see the vets have a larger role heading into the season. Unless the capital is crazy, but the capital wasn't too crazy on Troy Franklin. You're getting the Shakir news now, oh, he looked like the wide receiver 1. You're going to have this because there's no clear wide receiver 1 in Buffalo besides the rookie. If anyone's going to be the clear number 1, the rookie has the highest upside, in my opinion, for this offense. With the Burton news and Burrow saying Andre is going to have a big year, it's an interesting ad. I like it a lot in weekly winners, especially just because you're leveraging Chase, you're leveraging T. Higgins, you're getting a piece that goes undrafted. I like it a little more in weekly winners right now than I do BBM. George Pickens doing George Pickens things, normal. Yeah, so this is the Burton clip just walking off on his own will, which is good to see. Javonte Williams, more positive news on him shedding weight. Well, shit. Well, Najee shedded some weight. Najee is steamed up, though. People are all over the Najee click. But yeah, that's basically, there wasn't all too much Greg Dortch getting more positive news, which is just so funny. Prince, we see the RB2 role. As far as the RB2 role is just going to be a mix of guys. It's tough to trust the RB2 at KC. Sort of like it's tough to trust the RB2 in San Fran. Tyrone Tracy with a good run. Yeah, there wasn't anything major besides basically the injuries, and we sneak into a BBM. We have to do this. Okay, I think it's Poundless as well. D-Hop going at pick 88 today. It seems about right. That might be a little too late. I think if you want to put him at 78 or if you want to put him after Coleman, I'm okay with that. Maybe 82 for, let's see Underdog's ADPs. Wow, Coleman's flying up. I'm gonna have to move him up some more. Yeah, that seems about right. 78 on D-Hop right now. But he's going to fall further. Just know he's going to fall further than that. So we'll see where he goes in this room. And guys, I found a crazy team from the big board on bestballoverlay.com. Just being able to see my closing line value on all my teams and going back and looking at your big board teams is insane. This is at plus 325, and you can open up the team and you can see where you drafted each player. You can see the ADP that they go at today and then the total plus minus on the team. And we absolutely smoked McConkey, Worthy, and Polk in the middle rounds with the little Darnell Mooney last round click, a little Rico. If you only want to see the rounds 1 through 12, because that matters even more so in some ways, we have that for you as well. Bestballoverlay.com, promo code Pounders, all caps. Share your craziest teams on the Twitter machine or on the Discord. Link is in the chat. Pick 10. I would love to get an AJ Brown share here or one of the RBs. I'd like one of these. I'd like one of these. I need one of these guys to do something weird. There's got to be a Puka guy in here. 2 badgeless people, there's got to be a Puka stan. Come on. 5% AJ Brown. We got to pump this up. So Garrett Wilson, yeah, basically. So, yeah. You already know we're not getting any amount of value. Come on, we can hope. There's still hope. Standard. Let's do it. Let's have a little fun. Let's go, G Will. I kind of want to bring Achan down here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 badgeless. So the room might be a little softer than the norm. And it's gone. Yeah, exactly. Cue the South Park meme. Olave, Devontae Adams, fun from the 12 spot. Another thing we can do is go Nico Collins and then bring in Flowers and Lamar. That's a super fun combo that we're talking about on stream 2 days ago. Or we can bring in Achan. I want to get more Achan anyways. So let's pull him up here. Basically soft faded Achan in the beginning because he was sliding. We didn't know where he was going to end up at. And I just wanted to make sure in BBM he wasn't going to be, falling to 34 consistently. Now I know that he's actually slowly rising. So now I will mix him in with a bunch of different combinations. All the way from, 19 to even if I want to do this at pick 12 with someone, I think it's more than okay. Probably get to around 10 to 12% HM pretty easily before NFL kickoff. Marv goes at 18. That's pretty nice. That's pretty sick. Not gonna lie. Marv and Brees. I don't even know if I have a combo of Marv and Brees. I don't think I have a Garrett Wilson Achan combo either, but we'll see. Yeah, so this is unique for our BBM portfolio as well. Who are my next most common pairings with Garrett Wilson? Najee, 54%. Kyle Pitts, 45%. Drake London, 45%. So, yeah, we have to come off those combinations probably to end the season. Like, that's way too high. Garrett Wilson, Drake London, 45%. Again, this is bestballoverlay.com. It'll show you the players that have risen and are falling the last week ADPs right on here. You could also click to see their movement over time as well. You can compare players as well. Let's see the D-Hop. History. He's come from pick 85. He rose all the way to 68. Now he's going to go back to his old ADP. It's pretty funny. Nice little tool. Helps you, especially in BBM. Maybe you're not super in tune with the early ADPs. Really easy way to see where their ADPs were a little earlier in the contest. Smooth Criminal in the house. What's up, baby? Even if Achan hits the value, you lose by not drafting the people around him is crazy. I don't know. I don't know what you mean by that. Even if he hits the value, you lose by not drafting the people around him is crazy. Value? I'm lost. The live chat's got me lost. They're trying to fluster me right now. They are trying to. The brains are too big. Tyreek, Debo, and Ayuk. Fuck. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. DK, Saquon, and CeeDee Lamb. I like Mixon and Cooper Kupp here. I think the one spot kind of sharp by doing that. He goes down a couple picks in ADP, so he's going to be a less common pairing with CMC. You're going to see a lot of Devonta Smith, a lot of Mike Evans. You're going to see a lot of DK. Cooper Kupp going last, I believe, after DK, right? 27.5. Yeah. Just picking the player in that same tier that just goes the latest. Pretty nice. I want Amari Cooper with one of these for the week 17 correlation with Achane. And this is another one where I can go here, right? And I'll just pull up Cooper and check his ADP. So he started super late. He rose relatively quickly. That's a pretty fast line. 1 month. 1 month, he rose like 11 picks. So he wasn't commonly falling to 58. Obviously, as a riser from where he started. Yeah, I'm cool with it. If we get one of these two, that'd be ideal. If not, we can go one of these. We could also bring in Josh Allen if we want that week 12 correlation, but it's not anything we have to force right now. We have a ton of Josh Allen, Garrett Wilson, but I want to double check that actually. Josh Allen, 18% with G Will. It's less than I thought. Going H in here makes me sort of want to catch up, though. Still at wide receiver. Let's mix in the Pickens click. We're at 13%. I don't mind to continue to draft him. We understand he's a spike week guy, so I think adding maybe players that have more consistent high floors a little later, or maybe in those middle rounds, help offset the Pickens zeros. Not zeros, but like those 5-point weeks where he's just going to disappear because the offense is most likely going to be lackluster. Yeah. Yeah, this is the team, no ceilings, boys. We just blow the top off. Achane, Cooper, and Pickens. We're going for gold. Like, we're not playing for second place. We want the 1.5 milli. That is the goal. Every time. Yeah, pretty hot start. Do we get a KC piece mini to come back to us to add with Pickens is always fun. And then we should probably be targeting Ridley if he comes back to us. We should be targeting Ridley at 58 if he falls to us. Just with the news of the D-Hop injury, it's drafting around news. So if we think he's gonna rise, taking him at ADP feels good. C40 in the house, what's up? Stars, what's going on, dude? How to walk the dog. So much more important, bro. And then the tax man. Yeah. Yeah, you got to hide from the tax man. That's a good problem to have. That's a really good problem to have. Getting a little range where people don't know what to do with these elite tight ends. 3 tight ends go within 5 picks of each other. I want to get my Mark Andrews up. But we'll see. We'll see what comes back to us. Sam Laporta, Lamar Jackson, JT, and Justin Jefferson start. Like, make any of it make sense. Josh Allen, Devonta Smith at 31. Josh Allen at 42 with Marvin Brees. Oh, this guy is cooking. This guy is cooking in the 7 spot. Damn, the big board's only 200K. Seems so small when you compare it. Seems so small when you compare it to BBM. Holy smokes. Think Tyler Boyd definitely gets steamed up. I looked at my big board shares too. I was happy to see, like, I think I saw like 12% Tyler Boyd. He just seemed like a safe click in those 20-round drafts at the end of drafts. Let's see what we're at for BBM. Probably not going to be overly high. Yeah. You will get a rise out of him, though. All right, couple elite tight ends off the board. Mark Andrews and McBride. Who do we want to come back to us for this? Obviously, Ridley would be one of them. Rashee Rice would be one of them for that Week 17 against Pittsburgh. Both of those players interest me. I still like Pitts. A-Rich only at 6%. Wild. What's my A-Rich exposure just all contests? Because that seems off. 11%. I'd say it looks like this for what we would click here, boys. Chris Godwin, we can mix in there as well. And then Worthy. And I think Ladd should be bumped up. Probably, I think you could bump Ladd up above Reed, but it's going to be close. You also had Herbert leave the field with, like, aggravating his, like, plantar fasciitis. Like, it feels like he's too young to have planners. Like, that's interesting. So, like, I got a crazy slide on Herbert today. He fell to, like, 165, and I paired him with Lamar. Like, BBM team. I'll pull it up. Oh, it wasn't that far. 100%. 100% embellished. I got him at 149. 15 picks after ADP, but still paired him with Lamar. So I'm good with getting one of these receivers down here. So I think just grabbing A-Rich and then grabbing maybe one of Rodgers or Deshaun Watson will work with this team comp. I think that'll definitely be a different combo for me for QBs as well. Hollywood Brown off the board. And let's see if we get a KC piece. Like if we go Worthy, then maybe we do go like a late Russ. It's just I have trouble not seeing Justin Fields involved in the red zone package this year, which is troubling for Russ. Or do we go high T and we go like super balanced start with Kyle Pitts? Not overly opposed to doing that. This is regular Underdog ADP. We're being taunted right now. What do you guys like here? Do you guys like Kyle Pitts? And we'll try to build out. We'll try to catch up from behind. Or do we just go with the correlation? Dude, this is like the spike week team if we go this route. Let's go Worthy. Let's go Worthy. We're going to be bumping up to 15. I just see the noti. Boys. 100%. 100%. The Kyle Pitts slappies, they're going to miss out on the wrong year. It's so funny. Like last year's Kyle Pitts slappies in the third round are going to miss out on Kyle Pitts' best year since his rookie season. Like Kirk Cousins targets tight ends at almost a 30% clip. Like, come on. There's no like clear wide receiver 2 in this offense. Like it's Mooney, but like it's not like Mooney's going to overly eat into the tight ends. The tight end shares of the offense. Scoot in the house. What's up, baby? August drafting, boys. August drafting. This guy has a 2 wide receiver start through 6 rounds. This guy as well, 2 wide receiver start for the 4 spot. Trying to wrap my brain around this one. Coleman and Justin Jefferson. At least this one was 2 receivers through 2. Oof. Oh my. And we have the 12 spot just like in a 5 wide receiver start league. Going 6 straight. We'll see if he continues to draft. I think you can honestly stop. When you go 6 straight, I'm either stopping or I'm bringing in someone in like the 17th or 18th, like a rookie or something that I think's mispriced or can exceed ADP. Dude, 100%. There is safety. There is safety for the click. And that's nice. And that's sort of how I feel about Pittman, although I still don't like I still don't like the click. Like he's one of my biggest fades this year. At least like if A-Rich goes down, you have Flacco. But for me, that's going to be downs. I mean, we're at 15% down. So sort of leveraging that take on Pittman, taking a guy that goes at what did I just see? 140? 133. I think he's been rising though. And he's had a roller coaster of an ADP, I want to say. Let me pull up downs. He's had a roller coaster, 100%. Start at 138 after being in like the 90s for the big board. Starts BBM 138, goes up to 130, and then falls back down. And now he's on the rise again. So it's funny that my mind remembers it, although like not complete exact numbers, but remembers like the highs and the lows. We have a big board team that is a Atlanta triple stack with Pitts, Bijan, and London with Michael Penix in like the 20th round. So that'll be if Kirk goes down, I'll be thinking about that team. This is a fun spot. I think we will go the Curtis Samuel route here and then just grab one of these RBs that drops to us. That seems pretty safe. If Curtis Samuel goes, he doesn't. All right, that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. We're going to get a little mini between Curtis Samuel and Garrett Wilson. Now I'm more inclined to even bring in Rodgers on this team. Mike McDonald on Gino's injury. Yeah, if he's getting imaging, it's obviously not ideal. It's not ideal. All right, Coda. We can go Najee here. We can either go Najee or Jonathan Brooks. That's sort of the way I'm seeing this one. Swift, preseason debut on hold. Rest the starters. Yeah, of course. Coming off the Jake Ferguson click here, boys. you're seeing a moment, but like we're gonna go to the Najee at 20%. That's crazy. Next click is at 106. We definitely have to go RB here. Let's go Harris. Let's go Harris. Bring in this little mini in Pittsburgh. A mini stack is basically going to be a mini or a skinny. So like a mini stack I would consider it just 2 players on the same offense. Or a mini could be like Jets and Buffalo, where it's 1 player on each team. Like Curtis Samuel and Garrett Wilson play each other week 17. We don't have either QB, so it's not yet a game stack. So there's, yeah, people use mini stack, skinny stack. Who's on a delay? I've done that before. Typing in a live stream and you're like 5 minutes back. I don't mind this start from the 10 spot. Wilson, HN, Cooper, Pickens, A-Rich, Worthy. So like we have some stacks here for week 17 and we can miss on one, right? Like we can either get Rodgers or we can get Deshaun and we can have that week 17 bring back with either Devon Achane or with Curtis Samuel. I would almost prefer to go the Deshaun route. And I'm curious what you guys would do here. Nick, what route would you go here for the week 17? We already have A-Rich. We're going to try to bring in Josh Downs, which means maybe we target Singletary when it comes back to us, basically at ADP. QB2, would you go Rodgers with the Curtis Samuel bring back, or would you try to target Deshaun Watson with the Achane bring back? We have good options, at least, if we miss out. It depends how large the final is. Like the Eliminator, I'm actually not overly worried about game stacking. It's a 115-person final. Just get there. Like, focus on getting there. That's where most of your EV is going to lie. Get there. Yeah, single stacks are good, all that noise. But in a final like BBM where it's 539 teams, they come into play. These mini stacks, the skinny stacks, the bringbacks. But targeting those high-scoring games is also important. And having the game totals on a hover, when you hover over the teams here, is just, it's a beautiful thing. And you can get that at bestballoverlay.com. Promo code POUNDERS, all caps, for 33% off. Less than the price of 1 BBM. Save your portfolio today. And save a streamer today. Jaylen Warren goes at 95. I haven't been able to get a ton of Warren. Should I be mixing in more Warren when I'm clicking Najee, right? Or should I just continue to click Najee? That's like the spot I'm in. Because I'm not being put in scenarios where it's like Warren's best available on the board or next available. I'm getting like, I'll have like Tony Pollard there. I'll have Brooks there. Zamir White. It's really tough for me to skip over some of those guys. If he's on the board, we'll go Chase Brown at 106. Little mini with Cleveland as well. And we'll see who's on the board. I'm expecting some of these RBs to be off. Mostert is a bet against Achane, so it's kind of tough. Good. He's gone. Yeah, 95 for Warren. Like, that doesn't happen to me. It doesn't happen to me. Well, it's 7 picks after ADP. And we have him ranked at 94, actually, so makes sense why we are a little underexposed. But the thing is, like, some of these picks I have ahead of him are like QBs, and we're only taking them obviously when they're correlated. So Singletary will be a stack with game stack, game bring back. Can we get both of them? And if we're gonna get both of them, do we get Josh Downs to come back to us at 130 would be the most ideal thing that we're going to be trying to get. Yeah. Let's go for it. Let's go for gold. I want the game stack here. And then we need... I would love Chase Brown at 111. If we don't get Chase Brown at 111... I mean, Goddard's pretty nice here. I definitely think there's a tier break after Goddard goes off. Yeah, see, the thing with the badges is like there is a little higher chance that it's probably Goddard here, right? We're pretty set on wide receiver, especially if it comes back around. We want to go Josh Downs. Let's bring in Goddard in this spot. Let's go. Appreciate you, dude. Hope you enjoy it. Like, literally, we've had next to no cancellations. It's really impressive. So, and Josh just keeps putting out cool updates, which is everything. Everything we add is, you know, focused on giving the drafters more information about their drafts, their draft strategies. Plus EV, boys. Luke Musgrave season. Mike C. Throwing it up. Here's the team we drafted earlier today. It was a 2-7-7-2. We got the Herbert fall because of the news. We got, a Lamar fall too, which this pairing's nice anyways. Saquon at 29. It's a BBM. Trey Benson, Corum, Ty Chandler to pair with the rookies is nice. Same thing with Gibson. Estime and Tank Bigsby. Justin Jefferson, Ayuk, T. Higgs, Coleman, Palmer, Romeo Dobbs, Devontae Walker, Pitts and Musgrave at 164, Pitts at 68. We definitely had the spoon out for that draft. We definitely had our spoons out. Trying to mix in some more Musgrave, but again, it's a little easier now that Kendre Miller got that injury news, because he used to go like smack right in that range. AD off the board early. Oh, God. Come on. Downs is quite the scroll. Like, we should be okay. We should be okay. Yeah, 2-7-7-2 with that group of running backs is pretty fun. And obviously leaning into the Barkley at 29 is also a fun way to do it. Purdy at 117 to pair with no one. The 4 spot is doing his own thing. And he goes D-Hop at 76, so it's hard to know how much further he was going to fall because this guy might just not know if he's hurt or not. It's hard to gauge. It's hard to gauge. Wicks off the board at 118. If some reason like Downs gets sniped and Polk is there, we'll easily go Polk. We're up to 17% on Zach Charbs. The Ford exposure needs to go up with the Foreman injury. Ooh, let's see. A little news on... Oh, shut up. Shut up. The battle, I'll read the 32 beat writer story. The battle for the Colts backup running back role behind Jonathan Taylor was thought to be one of the more intriguing training camp competitions that was going to take place. However, only 5 practices in, there is already a clear front runner for those snaps. Trey Sermon. Oh shit. I did not make that blurb up. It's happening. Yeah, whether you like it or not, it's happening. Scoot's like, I'm not buying it. Like, just annoyed by it. Shit. Is this the first share of Trey Sermon on the live stream? This is like one of those things you feel dirty doing on the live stream. So, like, the second you get off, you just draft another one. You queue up Trey Sermon, round 18. Oh, shit. What's a Trey Sermon? It's a Pokemon's. Chubb off the board. Come on, boys. Imagine getting 2 of these. 2 of these 4 would be insane. We'll add We can't add a third Pittsburgh player. I just can't. My body won't let me. My body won't let me. Ty Chandler is interesting here. Tua and Goff. Someone go QB. Get these guys off the board. This guy goes forward. Okay, fuck. That's one gone. There's no way we get two of these guys. If we get Downs and Polk, like, it's a wrap, though. All right, we're going to go fuck us. Should we go Downs first? Like, we definitely should. But I know Polk is the hot commodity. Like, we're going Downs first because of the stack. We have to hope that these guys don't click receiver. This guy honestly shouldn't be bringing in another receiver. Yeah, son of a SOB. I choose you, Trey Sermon. Fuck. Wanted two of them. Wanted two of them. All right, we got Ty Chandler to fall back to us. Do we just want to click Pat Fry here and be done at 2 tight ends? We have 3 players on Pittsburgh. What would we do at pick 154, 159? It's probably Marshawn Lloyd here, to be honest. It's probably Lloyd with the groin injury to Jacobs. I think that's the smart thing to do. And Nick says he ripped a 50-yard tutty. Even if that didn't happen, I think with the injury news to Jacobs, that's probably the way to go. I'm happy with my exposure of both of these players. It's just I would like Ty Chandler to be, probably in that 14% range. So that's going to be my goal for these last, 70 drafts. But it did happen. Oh, shit. We'll see how far J Herb slides, but of course, Goff, who I can barely get at ADP with a Monra, slides, and he's probably going to go right to the 5 spot. Right here. If he doesn't take Goff, I'll just die inside. Please, for my sanity. For my sanity alone. Great pairing with Mahomes. He goes Algier. You can't teach these guys. They're just unteachable. They're uncoachable. Oh my. What if he pushes Goff back around? I'll throw up in my mouth. If he gets Goff at 149, this guy has the largest brain in the room. This guy's got 3 QBs, which makes us feel good about having A-Rich and one more. This guy could drown out the room if he just continues to draft QBs. Why stop now? Why stop now? Dude, if this guy pushes it, I'm not going to be happy. Watch him push it and then still pass on Goff at 149. Oh, my. I like this squad so far, though. 1-4-6-1 for the listeners. A-Rich, A-Chan, Najee, the Singletary bring back against Indy Week 17. Marshawn Lloyd. With Garrett Wilson, Amari Cooper, Pickens, Worthy, Curtis Samuel, Josh Downs for the correlation with A-Rich, and then Goddard. Just a well-balanced team. Week 17 bring back. We can go for likely, which would be a Week 16 bring back against Pitt. I want more likely too. What are we at? We're at 12%. Conklin could be a nice little double stack, though, if we decide to go Rodgers. One thing I know is I'm coming off the Henry click. Strong team, don't mess it up. Oh, yeah, it's definitely gonna be me that messes this one up, Nick. Not the freaking guy who decides to go naked Rodgers in a minute. If this guy pushes, this guy's gonna push Goff. This guy's gonna push Goff to 149. Unless this guy takes him. Does this guy take Goff? Please take Goff. Please take Goff. Please take Goff. There's no way. There's no way he passes on Goff here at 149. Look how many running backs this dude has. Oh my God. He doesn't deserve Goff. He doesn't deserve Goff. Take him. Take him. Oh. There's no way. There's no way he doesn't insta-click Goff here. There's no way. Stream's over. The stream's over. Are you serious? Are you serious? He goes Rashad Bateman of all clicks. Of all clicks. He goes Bateman. Boys, I don't care. I don't care. We're going naked Goff. I'm getting my shares. Advance rate click Goff coming. There's no way. There's no way. Is Goff alive? Deshaun's gone. Deshaun's gone. Guaranteed this guy. Oh, the Judy stack. He's actually got pretty good correlation here. The double stack there. I'm cool with it, but like. Watch, I'm not going to get Goff now. Watch, Goff's going off right now. Dudes. All right, I need to go on Twitter. I need to go on Twitter. Is Goff, did they put him in a nursing home? Like, I'm going naked Goff here. Advance rate piece. Don't care. We'll take a falling Rodgers at like 176-ish if he falls there. I don't even care. Late Khalif Raymond. That's just disrespectful. That's just disrespectful. We're going to be able to stop at 7 receivers, I think, too. So we should be able to balance this out pretty well. If we do go Rodgers here, do we get Conklin at 178? And if we don't get Conklin, dude, there's no way. Rodgers at 156. I can't wait to see why. Because Mike Williams. All right. Fant here is interesting as well. Let's run it by ADP. Fant at 17%. We could probably stop at 2. And in this room, especially where people are just sucking up QBs, it's going to be stronger than normal. And maybe we just go a late Russell Wilson as like the skeleton key. The late Russell Wilson skeleton key for the Pickens, Najee Harris, worthy bring back week 17, or Justin Fields. Maybe it's a late Fields click. Boys, this could be the way. This was so free. Like, Goff and Richardson's just such a good pairing. And that discount is it's just too much. It's too much. We're going to try to correlate it. We'll bring in Raymond. Our RB room's fucking strong. Like 3 RBs by Singletary. Bring in Marshawn Lloyd. We're going to bring in someone like, let's see. I doubt these guys are there. And maybe I would be a Dobbins slappy because he is being mixed in with the ones. But Estime, Braylon Allen. What a wonky room. People like backstacking their pick 145 is just, this is interesting. The guy that passes on Goff at 149 goes Danny Dimes at 164. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, dear. Someone check up on this guy. Andy wanted Henry. I'm just trying to get around that. Vidal got hurt. What was the Vidal injury? That's the only way. That's the only way, like Gus Edwards gets there this year would be if like one of the three-headed backs goes down. Because he needs volume. He needs volume. 25 minutes ago, rookie running back Vidal just went to the facility with a trainer. Trying to get more news on this. What was the injury, boys? Who's got the news? Who's got the news? Twitter's failing me right now. Twitter's failing me. Did beat writers throw it up? Nope. Nope. Three-headed back. Vidal isn't in the same sentence as those guys when it comes to coach speak. Of course. I don't have the fan on for my camera. RB. Should be up in a minute. Camera will be up in a minute. Thing overheats so fast. If you don't turn the little tiny fan on in the back, it just goes out without warning. Yeah, see, the thing is with this is they're likely to just use all three of them, in my mind. Nah, bro, it's actually a nice camera, Nick. It's just every camera overheats because of the quality just being high that it's putting out. If we get Gibson here, this would be insane. Could stop at 5 here with Gibson and feel really good about it. Probably stop at 5 anyways with one of these guys. Yeah. Levis goes at 175. Give us Antonio Gibson. This guy's on auto. Nope. Come on. Wow. Gibson's a really good pairing, I feel like, for this team, too. Not going to have a New England correlation except for week 16 with Curtis Sam. Yeah, we're going to do it. Can we get Jalen McMillan, basically? Demarcus Robinson's having a good camp. I think there is a little bit of fuzz about the wide receiver 3 there, but it's probably just Demarcus Robinson, to be honest. The other receiver we would look for is probably like this. So does this end up being a 2-6? No, we're done at RB. So 2-5. So unque. If we go McMillan here, do we end up with 8 receivers? We can be done at tight end. Yeah, so 3-5, 8-2 seems really, really freaking strong for this team. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's end the draft like this. Justin Fields, Richardson, Goff, Achane, Harris, Singletary, Lloyd, Antonio Gibson, Wilson. So we'll completely lean on Goff as an advanced piece. We'll bring in Fields as the week 17 piece with the Pickens and Najee, and then the worthy bringback for that game. So just using Fields as just a super high potential for a big spike week. And then it's the last round click. So like this is more than enough firepower at QB. It's just for that correlation. Then we have Downs with Singletary for the week 17 against Indy. And I'm good with these two. This was a fun draft. Now we just have to land this plane. If Fields goes before, we'll bring in Russ. One of those two. Preferably Fields, though, for this team. Preferably Fields. All right, we back. Don't worry about it. We back, Nick. I know you miss my face. Nick misses my face. Camera just Vidal'd. Oh, shit. Nick's Dobbins bags are just steaming right now. Steaming like my camera. Akers getting some run for the Texans. Yeah, it's a little scary for Dameon Pierce. I'm not clicking Pierce. Although, like, it seems like his attitude is in a much better spot to start this offseason. I would like a hell of a lot more Jalen Tolbert and Khalif Raymond to end off BBM. Devontae Walker, we're at 12%. I'm going to bump him back. Oh, he's at 208 on Underdog. We have him at 195. Yeah, I like that. I like that. We're ahead of ADP on Javon Baker as well. About on feel with Corley. Corley's like a week 6, week 8 on play. You're hoping that he starts to come on in the middle of the season with Rodgers. But yeah, more Raymond, more of these guys that we know are most likely to win the wide receiver 3 role on heavy pass offenses. Bruh, the one time I want to stack Fields, the one time, just like, how do you get sniped so much in one room? And like, we're still fine, like we're doing fine, but like, how is that possible? Oh my God. Punishing. The August rooms are punishing. And when that happens, like, I mean, we're lucky we have game stacks in here and it looks relatively balanced. But if you're like depending on that double stack at the end, it's even more punishing. This we're fine. But like Fields in the 16th? What are we doing? Because like Russ is hurt right now and like it's Fields in practice. Like that's what we're doing? Fuck. Yeah. I guess so. Just Fields with no one else. Not even Pat Fry. Just no one. Not even a bring back piece in KC. Jeez. Pain. In a BBM now, and Chase fell to 8. What a dream. Thing is, it's sort of tough to get unique combinations in the second round. Like, if Marv falls, like Marv Chase will be freaking sick. Let me know who he gets in the second round. Let's bring in Russ here. I want that third QB stack where we have the double stack and bring back. I do want it. I want it. We want it now. Run Good Pick says, you like going 3 QB Fields with AR and Najee? Najee not QB. I'm not doing it a lot, but in this situation where we get Goff for basically free, like, what's the hurt of bringing in a correlated double stack with a bring back piece in either Russ or Fields and taking that bet? I think it's more than okay. This could be Javon Baker or Reynolds. I sort of want to just lean into getting a piece with Goff, though, here. Cam Akers looks good. Oh, my. I might get demonetized for saying that out loud, Charles. This was a Charles comment from the Twitter machine. All right, let's read this out. Wilson, Cooper, Pickens, Worthy, Curtis Samuel, Downs, McMillan. Yeah, Raymond makes a lot of sense on this team. We'll bring in a stack with Goof. All 3 QBs are underexposed, although I'm 11% on Richardson. On all other tournaments, it's just BBM we're behind. So we should be able to catch up pretty easily here. And I'm glad we were able to stack it with Josh Downs as well. Get the bring back in Singletary. Some of these rooms, though. Was just curious from Draft Capital plus RB. Right, like if we go Richardson, we get Goff at ADP, I'm probably stopping at 2 QBs. But the fact that we get him at 154, like what's in an 18th round QB really? At that point where we're balanced, like Achane, Najee, Singletary, it's a ton of touches. Lloyd, who's expected to be in the game plan, and then Gibson, like this is a ton of touches here. Wilson, Cooper, Pickens, Worthy, Curse Samuel, Josh Downs, McMillan, and Raymond is like seems fun as fuck. And then Goddard in Fant leaning into maybe being a little light on the tight end spot, but like I'm like this is like not even. Not even. Might want to mix in. Dude, why is everyone saying this? Oh no. Oh no. Trey Sermon and Akers on the same team. Save it for your next draft. Yeah, Cam Akers touchdown. Gotta draft him now. Gotta take him now. He's gonna be a 14th rounder in no time. Just wait till Pete puts out a freaking YouTube short about it. It's over. It's over. TD reception too, guys. I can't. You guys have to be in the Discord in like your own channel. Just like, hey, let's troll Pat on Cam Akers. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. Josh in the house. What's up, baby? What's going on, man? Haven't asked you all stream. Haven't hit the PR stunt. Drop a like on the live stream if you haven't already. Hit the subscribe button. We're going to be doing a 24-hour live stream at 2K subs. We might be having a stream tomorrow at 2 p.m. with 32 beat writers. Still waiting back on him to just reconfirm. And yeah, we'll probably stream again tomorrow night because this is the home stretch. We have a ton of drafts to get in and only so much time. The goal is to hit 100 eliminators, so that's 21. We want to get to about 50 weekly winners, maybe 75. It's going to depend on if Underdog drops another contest that we like. And then let's see, did that contest fill yet? No, the flock. I'll probably end up sneaking into some slows tonight, so maybe you guys will be in my pod for that. I'm probably just going to slow draft it because 10K to first, kind of a smaller contest. But appreciate everyone coming out tonight. We'll catch you tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern. Appreciate you, as always. Drop the sub. Much love. Pounders.